So in the second segment, Andrea speaks to the connection between the 15 and Fairness campaign and the Make It Fair campaign.
And then we have the 15 and Fairness, where we try to link. The Make It Fair campaign, it's really about labor organizing their members internally. If we're taking on a campaign like this, it means we need to spend some time having one-to-one with our own members about the weakening of labor law right now, why we have to seize the opportunity to make sure that we win some of these language in place. In some cases, members who inherit union, and I am an example of that get hired into a workplace that the union already exists. Oftentimes, those members do not even know what's the purpose of the union. They know they pay dues, but they don't know. If there's a grievance, they might check to see what happened with it. Or if they never get into any trouble, then they think, why am I paying dues? So we have a job to do to sit with them to talk about the fact that every time they go to a bargaining table, when that employer sit at that bargaining table and keep pounding away and keep taking away, they're joining with other companies and they're taking away, they're weakening, they're reducing staff, they're adding workload. A lot of them are getting wear and tear on their body from the increase of workload, and why it's important for us to fight for power in our workplace, fight for growth in our workplace, and how we get that. And it's not just getting it by our own co-worker that we see over the years, our 30-year seniority. It's how do we benefit from the worker next door that do not have a union. It's really not us helping those non-union workers, it's really us trying to help ourselves. By having them come into the union, it's really very stronger. That's really what it is. And by having them come in where they can have collective bargaining, where they can have decent wages, it's also building our community. So this is a one conversation to make sure that the government understands that it's one voice. We're talking about the same issue. It impacts all of us. So as we push forward with this campaign, in some cases, we're trying to figure out how do we get the message across to everybody. And so what they've done, they look at 16 of the labor councils across the province and then appoint them as the primary hub to take on some of the campaign. And then it doesn't mean that the other labor council doesn't play a role. One of the things they also done is call on different unions across the province to also volunteer book out to help with these labor councils. So Toronto and York Region Labor Council is a full-time operation. I believe maybe London, but there's only 2 of them that operate full-time. The others are more on a part-time basis. So there was a number of book-offs that came forward from different unions to help with the Labor Council reaching out to their affiliates and also help within the community around 15 and Fairness campaign.